Hey, we're in North Logan tonight at Green Canyon, where the Wolves will be playing host to the Box Elder Bees from over the hill. Box Elder comes in 0-1 with a 20-3 loss at Kearns last week. They gave up 3 scores to Kearns' special teams and defense, but defensively they didn't give up any points. They're a good defensive team coming in here against a Green Canyon team that should be a pretty good offensive team. Jake Lundeen, one of the top athletes in the entire state at quarterback this year, and this year he gets that full season, and he's really developing into a heck of a player. 2 touchdown passes last week. He returned a fumble for a touchdown. The Green Canyon defense scored 3 times with 2 touchdowns, one off an interception, the fumble I mentioned, and a safety. So Green Canyon, with a lot of guys back offensively, did it with their defense as well last week. Box Elder will bring the D after that. Green Canyon, who will come out on top tonight? Watch on the Game of the Week.
I'm Matt the Bear Novakovic, and I've climbed over 11 million vertical feet. I'm a longtime user of a Nordic Track incline treadmill. Do people even realize how amazing it is? For the past 6 years, I've walked at 3 miles an hour, just with differing inclines. Take that into my endurance sports, what I do with Spartan Race. The gun goes off and we're instantly running 5-minute miles. I haven't run a 5-minute mile, except for in the races, ever in training. It's just walking on the incline treadmill. Personally, for me, as I look at the future goals that I have, I want to consistently be competing. I want to set world records that are inclusive of all ages. I want to inspire that 30-year-old to keep on training and keep staying fit. And I also, on the same side, want that 50-year-old to realize that, hey, you might be able to get in better shape than you were when you were 20 years old. Like, just start working out, start trying. For me, in my opinion, the key to a healthy lifestyle, the #1 key is consistency. If you keep on doing it every single day, you will get better. And if you stop, you will start getting worse. It's easy to do nothing. It's hard to keep on doing something. But the more and more we do it, the easier it becomes, and the more we continue to start seeing more and more rewards as we do them. You just got to start and you got to stay with it. If you're doing it and practicing it more than anyone else is, you're probably pretty soon going to be the best there is at something. Our bodies and our minds and our talent all kind of come together as one. And as I consistently started training harder and more than everyone else, saw how well it was working, I stuck with it. And I've stuck with it for so many years that now I look back and think, what an amazing amount of volume that I've put into going up.
Nobody does bacon like Wendy's. And now, we're bringing you the Big Bacon Classic, made with fresh, never frozen beef, topped with hot and crispy bacon. So if you're not getting your bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's, what are you getting? If you want bacon done right, we got you with the Big Bacon Classic. What are you waiting for?
Well, for the Green Canyon Wolves, they go as number 24, Jake Lundeen goes. He's their quarterback. He knew he was going to be a starting quarterback a whopping week before the season started last year, and it was kind of a work in progress with him. He's such a great athlete that he was able to help the Wolves win a lot of games, but this year they're trying to make him a great quarterback. And Coach Ander told me before the game that this week we had a great moment. Jake come up to us and he said, "Coach, it clicked. I get it." And Coach Ander laughed and he said, "Wow, he sure won a lot of games without getting it." Getting it means anticipating, means understanding, knowing what his progressions are, and being able to trust his teammates, trust the game plan, and trust himself in being a quarterback. Don't take off and run so fast. Stand in there and make sure you don't leave plays and points out on the field. So he's got a great throwing motion. They love how he's developing as a quarterback, but they think that this year, Jake Lundeen, number 24, keep your eye on him. He's going to really take that next step as a quarterback. Really quickly, a little note for the defense. He said, we've got a defense that doesn't have a lot of guys back, but that doesn't mean they don't know what they're doing. They've taken a lot of kids with varsity experience, pulled them over onto the defensive side of the ball. So they've got varsity experience, but they're still working on that defensive experience. If that all comes together and Lundeen keeps coming together as he is as a quarterback, this could be a heck of a football team.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, we believe in a very thorough hearing test. Do you hear ringing noises? Does any member of your family have hearing loss? Do you have frequent or severe headaches? Any numbness in your face or fingertips? Do loud sounds hurt your ears? Were you in the military? Have you ever had your hearing tested before?
No, I have not.
Say the word mousetrap. Say the word baseball. Say the word airplane. Say the word cowboy. It also told us if you had a halt, I was able to make the words and you were still able to.
What are all the rest of the...
Okay.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music, music is all we do. The Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. The national anthem at Green Canyon High School in North Logan is tonight. The Green Canyon Wolves play host to the Box Elder Bees on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. Hello, everyone. I'm Eric Olson with you all night, just like I am every Friday night. Hey, we want to apologize to any viewers that tried to tune in last week on our live stream. Cache County School District, they changed the firewall, but we didn't get word, so we weren't able to get it out. We were live on TV. That's 26 over the air, or 17 on Comcast. We should be live right now on the live stream. And, you know, we've had people talk to us from all over the place. They've watched us overseas. They watched us all over the United States. We hear from people all over the place. We want to welcome our friends in Holly Pond, Alabama. And our producer wants to know if you got that situation worked out with Neil Young. Does a Southern man need him around anyhow? Holly Pond in Cullen County, about 56 miles from Birmingham, where the UAB is, the UAB Blazers, 111 miles from Tuscaloosa, so probably a lot of folks in Holly Pond will say roll tide. Box Elder will kick off, and Green Canyon picked to finish high in the region. You can't get any higher than Skyview, who's picked to finish number 1. Green Canyon's picked to finish second in region play in the preseason coaches poll, with 8 returning offensive starters, including Jake Lundeen, who's gone from, they're hoping to take him from a great athlete to a great high school quarterback. Keaton Lamb kicks it away, and it's taken right at the 1-yard line by Jackson Curtis. Curtis stood up but keeps moving forward out across the 30 to near the 31. He was walloped at the 20-yard line, but he stayed on his feet. advanced up near the 31. Let's see if they spot him that far forward. They do. Nose up on the 31. That's where Green Canyon will take over. Lundin, the quarterback, number 24. Landon Peterson behind him. You got Baker and Regan to the far side. Curtis and I believe Compton to this near side as they go 2 by 2. They're going across the middle. And the drop by Curtis. Lundin put it on him a little low, but if he hits him in stride, he's still running. They cleared out underneath with some guys taking off, and he had a lot of room. But it's incomplete, and it's 2nd down and 10. This time they're going to give to Peterson. Peterson picking his way forward for about 4. It'll be 3rd and 6.
He's wrapped up by number 3, Fallon Chappelle, and number 82, Gavin Hansen.
Hansen gets the tackle for Box Elder. Here's Curtis in motion. They're going to give to Curtis. Curtis around the end, nothing there. Good job defensively by Box Elder. They gave up a couple of yards, but good job on the end of setting that edge. And it's 4th and 4. Closer to 5, and Lundin is the punter. So 3 and out for Green Canyon, and Lundin with a low knuckler. It's going to roll inside the 20. The Box Elder receiver says get away. That's Sean Baker, and then Gerber downs it at the 17-yard line. That's where that wing T offense of Box Elder will take over. 1st and 10. No score with 10:34 to play here in this first quarter. Bonneville's at Skyview up the road from us tonight. Logan at Stansbury, Mountain Crest at Wasatch, and Morgan's at Bear River. Ridgeline's got a bye, a COVID-forced bye. Cypress had COVID on the team. Here's the give around the end is Weaver, and he's got big yardage. He's got 12 before he's even touched, and he ends up with about 14. There's so much action in that backfield, and Buchanan's run this offense for so long. Defensively, you have keys. You got things that you're watching, and you really have to watch it. You have to do your assignment, or else guys are going to be running free. Buchanan's going to give this time the other side. Off tackle, it's coming around with, looked like the same play the other way. 9 yards this time for Weaver.
And number 4, Carter Compton. Plays good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2.
So they wait for the play to come in from the sideline. Braylon Majors brings the play in. Buchanan has him tell him to play twice. So they tried the right side, they tried the left side. In this formation, they went right on the last play. This time, they're going to throw the ball. Here's Buchanan, looks out top. He's got himself a man. And Chance Thacker, he's got big yardage down to the 30-yard line. 29, 30 yards. What'd I tell you on that wing tee? You're looking for a run, you're looking for a run, you're looking through a run, boom. Now there's guys running behind you because you're looking for a run. Thackeray on the wing to the near side this time. Buchanan's going to keep it as they seal that edge pretty well. Curtis tried to get him but couldn't, and he's clear down to the 10-yard line as Buchanan. They're going to mark him out down at the 12. 18 yards for Buchanan as Box Elder's ripping up big chunks of yardage on their first possession. No score, but Box Elder on the move. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line of Green Canyon. They've run around the edge 3 times, and they have just collapsed the edge. They have sealed that off, and there's been big yardage. And it doesn't matter which edge. They're just sealing it. This time Buchanan's going to try the other side, and he's got a lot of room the other way. Racing for the pylon, and he's there. Touchdown. 11 yards for Buchanan. And the first score of the game, Box Elder on top early. Easy.
On to attempt the extra point, number 84, Kiki Lamb.
Lamb out for the PAT, and they're going to run it in for 2. Little trickeration gets them 2, and it's 8-0. Box Elder leading Green Canyon with 8:44 to play here in this first quarter.
Wendy's is saying thanks for making the Junior Bacon Cheeseburger America's #1 bacon cheeseburger by giving you more of what you love. Introducing Wendy's Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger. Double the beef, double the bacon, and now it comes in a giant meal for $5 with nuggets, fries, and a drink. There's absolutely nothing junior about it, except the price. Get Wendy's $5 Giant Junior Bacon Cheeseburger meal before it's gone.
Green Canyon goes 3 and out. Box Elder, after a long roll on a punt, has a long field in front of them, and they made it look easy. Boom, 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 into the end zone in 5 plays. 2 carries for 29 yards for Buchanan, including the 11-yard touchdown run. 2 carries for 23 yards for Weaver, and Buchanan to Thackeray for 30. And it's an 82-yard drive in 5 plays. Compton at the 2. Compton looking for the sideline. And he's out to about the 24-yard line, maybe the 25. And that's where Green Canyon will take over, trailing 8-0 with 8:37 to play in the first quarter.
First and 10, Green Canyon from their own 24-yard line.
And they're going to spot it at the 25. Let's see what Green Canyon dials up offensively as Lundeen and Peterson stride into the backfield, and 2-by-2 for receivers once again. 4-man rush. Lundeen chased out of the pocket, looks downfield and tucks. Picks up a block. And Lundeen does a lot of running for 5 yards. That's one thing in his development as a quarterback, is they want him to keep his eyes downfield and not just take off. Well, he was immediately in trouble on that play, and he started to take off to his right, and you saw him kind of hesitate and look downfield, and then he noticed, yeah, there's nothing. And he tucked and ran, got a 5-yard gain, and it's 2nd down. 2 receivers far side, and Ringen's on the wing. They're going to give it to Peterson. Peterson's going to pick up 2. So it's going to be 3rd and short for Green Canyon. They were 3 and out on their first possession. It's 3rd and 3. A short 3 as the ball is inside. Outside, I should say, that 32-yard line. They need the 35. Lundeen's got Peterson with him, 3 receivers to the near side, including Baker, who's in the middle there, big target. Lundeen's going to keep it. Lundeen, 1 juke, 1st down, another juke, across the 50. Down to the 35-yard line. 33-yard run for Lundeen on 3rd and 3.
Combining on the tackle, number 32, Michael Garcia, number 11, Chance Thackeray.
Now they flip the formation. Curtis to the near side. Lundeen in trouble. Somehow gets out, looks, and he's got Baker. No, that's Regan. Regan with a stiff arm. Flag coming, and Regan's inside the 2-yard line. First and goal at the 1. There's a flag at the 19. The back judge threw it. And let's see. It's 34 yards if it stands. And the flag came after the catch and run. So it would be a first down if it's on Green Canyon, but Green Canyon acting like it's a face mask on the defense. Let's see. If it's face mask on the defense and it's a half a distance, it's first and goal at the 18-inch line. Face mask declined. Actually, it's not half the goal. They don't pin it from there. It would be from the spot of the foul, so Green Canyon's ready to go inside the 1. After the 34-yard catch and run, Lundeen loses the football, gets out of a tackle attempt, dives in for 6. That's what Lundeen can do for you. Drop the snap. Picked it up, big and strong, tore out of a tackle attempt and scores. Kicks blocked. 8-6 remains our score. 6:36 to play in the first. Box Elder with the lead. Took just over 2 minutes, 75 yards later. Green Canyon is in the end zone. It's 8-6 after the PAT is blocked. Green Canyon missed a PAT in last week's game as well. Out of PAT, had PAT trouble. The key plays on that last scoring series. Lundeen with the 33-yard scramble on 3rd and 3. That's actually wasn't a scramble, it was a run. And Regan with the 34-yard catch and run to set up the Lundeen touchdown. So now Lundeen kicks it off. Deep into the end zone, and Box Elder. We'll start out at the 20-yard line. 6:36 to play. It's 8-6 Box Elder. They had a 2-point try that was good, and the kick blocked by Box Elder after the Green Canyon touchdown. See if Green Canyon made any adjustments. I'm sure they're looking for some against that Box Elder offense that just ran through them like a knife through butter on that first possession. Now kind of a pistol look. You've still got a wing in there as well, though. That's that T look for him. Buchanan flushed out, and he's a little too tall for Braylon Majors. One of the things that makes, there's a lot of things that make this offense hard to defend. But one of the advantages offenses always have, they know what the play count is. They know what the snap count is. And you watch these backs for Box Elder, and they know that count and that cadence so well, it almost looks like they're going early. But that's called blowing out of there in a hurry. They're going to hand it off around the edge to Weaver. Weaver, big yards again, as they just put more hats on the ball than Green Canyon did, and it's 11 yards for Weaver. He's got 3 carries, 34 yards. And it's 1st and 10 Bees. Now the wing to the left. They're going to run it up the middle this time. That's actually the wingman. Again, on a little end around to that wing player. He dives forward. He's going to be a yard short of the first down. No, they're going to give him the first down, aren't they? Let's see. They are. 10 yards for River Olsen. Thackeray back in, and he's in motion now. They're going to give to Cochran right up the middle. Cochran just puts his head down and bowls forward for 10 more. Green Canyon just doesn't have an answer for this wing T in the early going. 5:20 to play in an 8-6 ball game. Box Elder with the 2-point lead. Baker and Regan the ends in this 3-3 look. Cordell Coates playing that nose tackle. Here comes linebackers up the middle. They try the A gap, and Buchanan pops it outside. Buchanan's down to the 30 before they finally get mitts on him. 19 yards and another first down. 3 carries, 48 yards for Buchanan. 102 yards rushing in this first quarter on 2 possessions for Box Elder, and they're not done yet. 1st and 10 at the Green Canyon 30, 4.5 to play in the first quarter. Cochran in the backfield, they're going to throw it. Buchanan hit as he throws, he's got a man running free, and he catches it for the touchdown. Braylon Majors ripping it away from Alden Merrill. Aiden Merrill was there. Majors reached over, had both hands on it, and just tore it away. It's a 30-yard score. Lamb on for the PAT. Place it, kick it, got it. 15-6. Box Elder extends their lead, 4:22 to play in the first quarter.
We started Palmer Home Furnishings 17 years ago on 10th West, and we started Mountain Ridge Furniture a couple years ago out here on the highway in Providence, and recently, kind of out of the blue, not really planned, we had somebody purchase our building on 10th West. The result was for us to merge the 2 businesses and bring it all into one out here in Providence. 3 blocks south of Macy's out here on the highway. You can't miss it. If you drive on the highway in Providence, you can't miss it.
Plenty of offense for Box Elder tonight. They turned it over a bunch of times last week in that 20-3 loss. And they have been crisp, they have been sharp. They probably got their guts worked out this last week. And they've got, let's see, 162 yards of offense, and there's still 4:22 to play here in this first quarter. Green Canyon able to score last time they had the ball, and they're going to get it back. And they're going to have to keep scoring, because this Box Elder offense is humming. Curtis has a seam. Curtis puts his head down, runs over one, and he's out to the 44-yard line. The kick return game has looked good for Green Canyon. Pretty good starting field position on 3 possessions. Lamb made the stop. And Lamb is not what you really think of as a kicker. He's 6'3", 180 pounds. He can stop plenty of people, and he's out there playing D-end in that 4-down lineman look. Lundeen motions to the left side. Peterson's in the backfield with him. Going to fake the give. Peterson stays in the block, and Lundeen's in trouble. Lundeen breaks out. Now he throws it back to Compton. That was way behind the line of scrimmage. Compton is too tall for him. And it's second down. I'm going to watch and see if Box Elder's trying to spy him, because it looks like what's happening is he's dropping back, and as soon as he breaks one way or the other in that pocket, somebody's coming late. So they may have a spy assigned there. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. They're going to throw a little screen out to Gerber. Gerber's got blocking. Gerber picks up 7. And we got some shenanigans going on over the far side. I think the ball popped out. Gerber and the defensive back were fighting over it. So it's 3rd and 3 for Green Canyon now. 2 of 4 for Lundeen for 41 yards. Lundeen's going to keep it. Off tackle. Hit right at the marker, but he keeps going, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down. Two of 3 now on 3rd downs for Green Canyon. Went 3 and out their first drive and have hit the last 2. Screen coming, and they've got blocking downfield. Breaking into the secondary was Caden Stewart. And Stewart picks up 13 yards. It's always funny to watch linemen on a screen. They get through and they think, I got it. Oh, no. Lundeen throws the out pattern to Compton, who's walloped. Nice hit put on out there by Cole Mortensen, but Compton picks up about 3 as he hangs on. Baker on in a tight end, Regan on a wing, and receiver to each side. Curtis to the near side. They're going to give it to Peterson. Peterson breaks a tackle. We've seen a lot of tackles broken tonight, both sides. Peterson picks up 2. 3 carries, 8 yards for Peterson, and it's another 3rd down for Green Canyon. This one's 3rd and about 6. They need the 23-yard line. It's at the 28, so maybe closer to 5 where they ended up spotting it. 1:40 to play in the first quarter. Lundeen fires. Curtis catches it on a bounce, and he's down to the 14-yard line, and it's a 14-yard completion and a first down. 5 of 7 for 71 yards for Lundeen. They're sitting a lot of stuff down underneath. Now they're pretty close to the end zone now, but that's probably setting up kind of a stop and go pattern for later. Curtis is your only receiver to the near side. Lundeen gets rid of it to Peterson. He catches it, but it's only good for a yard. I'm going to say no gain. Now the clock runs down to 45 seconds left in the first quarter. An entertaining one here in North Logan. Box Elder looking sharp offensively, and Green Canyon moving the ball as well. 15-6 Box Elder. Green Canyon knocking on the door. 2nd and 10. Peterson finds a seam, spins inside the 5. He's down to the 3-yard line. 13 yards for Peterson. And it's 1st and goal, Wolves at the 3-yard line.
for a Green Canyon first down. First and goal.
Lundine's got Peterson behind him. Regan. 2 tight ends. Lundeen keeps it. Oh, great job with the ball, and he's going to run into the end zone with 6 seconds on the first quarter clock for a touchdown. We talked about Buchanan and what a wizard he is with the football. That time Lundeen showing some tricks of his own. Faked the handoff, cradled it like a baby up against his hip, and then reversed out of there. Nobody knew he had the ball. He was able to just saunter in for the score. Got a new kicker. Nope, that's Jackson Landon. First kick was blocked. This one's plenty good. 15-13 with 6 seconds on the first quarter clock. So we'll keep it right here because they're going to need a quarter break in just a minute. But entertaining one here in North Logan early on. We talked about Ridgeline with their big win over Pineview last week. They were at a neutral site because of COVID and travel restrictions and such, and they got that thrilling win over Pineview. And Cypress was on their schedule for tonight. Cypress, they got COVID on the team, and so they couldn't play the game. And Ridgeline looked and looked, and they couldn't find themselves another team to play. And I asked Coach Andrew before the game, what's the protocol if that happened to you? Is it find a game? And he said, absolutely. If there's more than one team that needs a game, then we'll talk and see if we can't find a game. We want to keep playing. And literally, I talked to these coaches, and Coach Andrew today echoed the same thing. You talk about one game at a time. Well, that's honestly what's going on. It's one game at a time. There's just, you can't plan anything with any certainty. They don't know how long this season's going to last, so they are literally going one game at a time. Lundeen's kick is going to be returnable. No, there's 1 foot back in the end zone, but I don't think the ball ever got to the end zone, and Braylon Majors brings it out to about the 16. And that's the end of the first quarter. We'll take a timeout and be back for the second quarter of play. Box Elder 15, Green Canyon 13.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
So you're used to seeing those long lines with the handshakes. Well, you're not supposed to do that this year. Here comes Buchanan and the Bees. They're going to give it to Weaver on that end around, and this time there's too many people home for him to get through the door. A loss of 2 for Weaver.
First there for the Wolves, number 24, Jake Lundeen.
Lundeen gets credit for the tackle on 2nd and 13. Buchanan's going to give to Weaver the other way. Another loss. This time a 4-yard loss for Box Elder. So Weaver had gone 14, 9, and 11 in his previous 3 carries before that. And then he goes -2 and -4. It's 3rd and 16. Box Elder has to get out just outside the 27-yard line. They're on the 10, so it's closer to 17 yards. See if Green Canyon, as they just kind of do a muddle there, and they don't show where they're going with it. Buchanan has nowhere to go, and he takes off up the middle, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. And I don't know if he vacated the pocket because of pressure or if he just saw something and took off. You saw Green Canyon, they didn't get out in a stance. They just had their guys kind of muddled around there. And if you're lineman, you're like, well, all right, who's my assignment? Compton and Curtis are back to receive the kick. They're back near midfield. First punt of the night for Box Elder. On 4th and 17. Deep in their own territory. High kick. Curtis calls for a fair catch and then clears out. And Green Canyon's lucky that that ball kicked right and went out of bounds because it had enough on it that might have rolled to Preston. That kick was like high golf. 60 yards straight up in the air, 80 yards down the field, and then another 250 yards rolling. All right, Lundeen and Peterson in the backfield like they've been all night. 2 by 2 with Gerber to the far side, this side. And they're going to give to Peterson. Peterson's going to break through for a moment before he's finally hauled down on a pickup of 4. Landon Peterson, the leading rusher last week. He's got 25 yards on 5 carries. And it's 2nd and 4. 3 receivers to the near side. Gerber, Baker, and Stewart. They're looking this way. They're going to go to Gerber on the screen. Gerber dips back inside, reaches out for the marker. He's going to be a little bit short. 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short. Brings on the 3rd and 2. 3rd and about 1.5 yards. Lundeen's keeping it. Lundeen picking his way for about 5 yards in the first down. 4 out of 5 on 3rd downs. On their initial possession, they were unable to convert on 3rd down. They've hit 4 straight. Gerber to the near side. Curtis to the far side. Now Curtis in motion. They're going to give it to him on the end around. He's going to cut up inside of the block out there by McCade Helstern. And it's going to be about a 2-yard gain. Thackeray with the stop. And the clock rolls, 7:40 to play in this first half. Box Elder on top, 15-13. A 2-point conversion versus a blocked PAT, the difference in this ballgame. Gerber, Baker, and Curtis to the far side, Regan to the near side. And a new back in the backfield. That's Helstern. He picks up a yard. Now Stewart back in and Gerber will come to the sideline. 3rd down and long. 3rd and 7. At the Box Elder 41. Lundeen looks, no one home, breaks out. Close to a first down and a nice short tackle out there by Box Elder's Talon Chapel. And that saved a first down. It's going to be 4th and 2. Let's see what they're going to do. With 6:25 to play in the quarter, it's 4th and 2. Let's see if they try to draw Box Elder off sides. Comes Curtis. They're going to snap it. Lundeen's going to keep after he fakes to Curtis. Spin out of contact. Stiff arm a man inside the 20 down to the 15, 16-yard line. 20 yards on 4th and 2. First and 10 just outside the 15. And Green Canyon's ready to go again. Lundeen rolls near side, tosses it to Gerber. He's inside the 5 and he can't come up with it. Gerber was in a little soft spot there. They couldn't connect, and it'll be 2nd down. 7 of 10 for Lundeen for 77 yards. Stewart and Hellstern come in from the sideline with Lundeen. Those are black jerseys. There's dark green around the numbers with white numbers. Green, black, and silver, the colors for the Wolves. Lundeen's going to try it again, looking for Regan. Regan tips it, and is it picked? No, out of bounds. That one had danger written all over it. Good coverage out there by the corner for Box Elder. Regan tried to go up over top of him. They fought for the ball. It popped up. Then another defender coming over late had a chance at it, and he couldn't haul it in. And now it's 3rd and 10. They need to get inside the 5-yard line for a 1st down. 5:54 to play in the half. Lundeen, don't know where he's going there. He threw it inside. Stewart was breaking outside. And now it's 4th and 10 from the 15. Do you try a field goal for the lead? Oh, goodness. They're going to go for it. So 3 straight incompletions. Instead of bringing Jackson Landon in to try a field goal, they're going to go for it. Now, Box Elder jumped, and so did one of the Green Canyon linemen. Who did it first? And they're going to call it on the offense. That's the first penalty on Green Canyon. In fact, I think that's the first. Let me look here. That's the first enforced penalty of the game. My goodness, ball games sail along smoothly when everyone decides not to commit an infraction. It's 5:48 to play in the first half of this one. 15-13. Box Elder, and they're going to, Green Canyon's going to call a timeout. So we'll stay right here. Green Canyon's, they're talking about this one. It's 4th down and 15. They decided not to go for the field goal. They were going to go for it. Skyview leads Bonneville up the road late in the first quarter. The last score we had on that one was 14-0. Stansbury leading Logan 7-0. Logan played such a good game defensively against Provo last week and ended up losing by a touchdown. Gave up a late touchdown to lose that ball game. Bear River leads Morgan 14-0. Wasatch leads Mountain Crest 3-0 to start the second quarter. And we mentioned that Ridgeline's not playing tonight. All right, 4th down and 15. Lundeen's got Hellstern in the backfield with him. Curtis is going to come in motion. Going to fake it to him. Lundeen is going to go to Regan, who got chucked way downfield. That should have been a flag. Regan got chucked out of bounds down at the 10-yard line, way past where you can contact him. The ball does not have to be catchable in high school football for a pass interference call. And the official is on it and said nope. And so Box Elder takes over. 4 straight incompletions after driving to the Box Elder 15. Instead of trying a go-ahead field goal, they go for it on 4th and long. And they've had some trouble with their kicking game, and so whether they were worried about that or whether they were just being aggressive, knowing they're going to need all the points they can get against this offense, either way, it's Box Elder football on 1 yard on the dive. That's Cochran. Baker's playing the nose right now. They've got Coates playing the end. Regan playing the other end. Buchanan's going to keep. Got a man running wide open. Braylon Majors picking up big yardage. 23 yards. And a first down. 53 yards on 2 catches for Majors. We talked about that at the outset. Run, 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 run. Next thing you know, they're throwing it, and there's a receiver running free. If that receiver decided not to block you and just run down the field, maybe there's something going on. 1st and 10 at the 46. Buchanan's going to keep. Cuts back inside, and he's cut down right at the line of scrimmage. Four ball carriers for Box Elder. Buchanan's carried 5 times, Weaver 5 times, Cochran twice, Olson once. Olson that wing, Thackeray's the other wing. And they've thrown the ball to Thackeray, and they've run it when they've run the wing, they've run it to Olson. And Majors is going to split wide to the right. And Olson's your wing. Buchanan's going to throw. Regan's on top of him. This one's picked by Lundeen. Lundeen looking for an opening. Still on his feet. Look out from the backside. Majors showing speed. Chases down Lundeen, but it's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line of Box Elder. Buchanan had Regan draped all over him. He probably should have just ate it. He tried to force it out there, and he couldn't get his arm through on the follow-through, and it hung up, and Lundeen took over from there. So the first turnover of the game goes Green Canyon's way. 3:35 to play in the first half. As Compton goes partway out in the field and comes back. No, they got plenty of players. They're going to throw it out to Stewart. That screen has worked really well, but what a good job out there defensively by Thackeray. Thackeray fought off the block and pulled Stewart down for a loss of 3. But it broke a string of 4 straight incomplete passes by Lundeen. And just like a shooter in basketball, sometimes you just need to see the ball go in. Sometimes you just need to see it caught. Regan's the wing. They're going to motion Peterson into the backfield, and they got a big convoy out in front of him. Peterson picks up the yardage lost on the penalty. He picks up 6, but again, a good job out there by the Box Elder defender. Didn't catch who it was. I don't know if it was the end or if it was the defensive back, Baker.
whoever it was, they gave up their body to just kind of make a big scrum down there and save that from being a big play. 3rd down. Lundeen looking to throw now. He turns it up inside. Another good hit. Lundeen's inside the 20. There's inside the 15 to the 18, and that was a beating administered by Michael Garcia. 2 yards for Lundeen. And again, you're about where you were last time when you decided not to try to kick a field goal, and this time you're going to try it. The holder is your backup quarterback, Jack Stevens. This for the lead. Kicks up. Kick is good. And Green Canyon takes a 16-15 lead with 1:22 to play in the first half. Back with more after this.
Because they have beautiful selections of fresh flowers. They're family owned and been in business for a long time, and they make you feel like part of the family.
(16-15), Green Canyon takes the lead with 1:22 to play in the first half. Box Elder about to get the ball back. They've got all 3 timeouts to work with, and an offense that's sputtered a little bit the last two possessions. They turned it over. They had looked like they had things going again offensively. Then they turned it over on the last possession. With only 1 punt between for each team in this first half. Lundeen's going to kick this one into the end zone, all the way to the back line of the end zone. And Box Elder starts at the 20. As I mentioned, plenty of time, 1:22 and 3 timeouts. You think, oh, that's a running team, 1:22, that's not much. Yeah, but they get big yardage when they run. They've got runs of 18, 11, 19, 14, 11, 10, and 10, and pass plays of 30, 30, and 23. Buchanan's 3 out of 4 for 83 yards in that interception. Now Buchanan's going to give to Weaver. Weaver around the right side, looking for yardage. He's got some. He's up near the first down marker. If he's got it, then the clock stops. He does have it. He lost yardage on his last 2 carries. He picks it back up there. And it's 1st and 10. They set the sticks. And start the clock. Majors is your only receiver. He's to the near side. Merrill out there defending. They give it around this near end, and there's lots of running room. Big hit put on near midfield by Curtis. But that's a 30-yard run, and Compton, where if he got the wind knocked out of him, 31 yards. .31 yards for Reynolds, his first time carrying the ball. Compton was kicking and slapping and punching the air and kind of holding his gut. You wonder if he got the wind knocked out of him. You'll see people do that when they get the wind knocked out of them. You hope that's all it is. I think so, and they help him up, give him his hat. That's a terrible feeling. You get blindsided or something. He's rubbing his shoulder around, but you get blindsided and you not get the wind knocked out of you, and it feels like everything's come loose inside you. And And they're taking a look at him over there on the sideline, making sure everything else is okay, asking him some questions, making sure that he knows that he's in North Logan and it's Friday. And now they're checking his arm because he was twisting his shoulder around. Meanwhile, on the field, it's 1st and 10 with 47 seconds to play, and here's the penalty. On Box Elder, somebody moving a little bit early.
Is the indication against the Bees.
So the first penalty accepted against Box Elder. Clock starts. Buchanan's got 2 receivers this time, 40 seconds, and the clock runs. Buchanan's going to keep it. Down the middle. Oh, Majors is so wide open. Are you kidding me? Touchdown. Run, run, run. Receiver running him wide open down the middle of the seam. Gets out his phone, texts his friends, hey, watch this play. Ball gets there, stops, tweets, see me catch it, into the end zone, touchdown. That's how open he was. And we got a flag on the field, and let's see. The white hat had the flag, and he picked it up and was running with it. I didn't see it anywhere on the field during the play. Told you 122 was plenty of time for this running offense. Touchdown's good. And it's unsportsmanlike on Box Elder, so they'll take it on the kickoff. Green Canyon will assess it on the kickoff, try to get themselves a good kick return and try to answer the score here. Lamb on for the PAT. Looks good, is good. With 29 seconds left in the half, let's stay right here in a 22-16 game. It's a 6-point lead for Box Elder. And a long touchdown, a 48-yarder from Buchanan to Majors. 101 yards and 2 touchdowns for Majors. Crazy. Just doing my math here. 131 yards for Buchanan on 4 passes, and 2 of them touchdowns. So he's 50% of the passes he puts up are touchdowns. He's had 1. Now wait a minute. I thought they called this on Box Elder. I guess they called it on Green Canyon. I thought the white hat pointed at Box Elder, so it's actually on Green Canyon, and that's not going to give Green Canyon a chance to to have a shorter field as Lamb will address the ball. Compton back out on the field, picks it up on 1 hop.
Lamb's kick is in the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10, Green Canyon.
And so Green Canyon, with 29 seconds left and 2 timeouts, will get the ball at the 20. Box Elder took it over with 1:22 to play at the 20. They went 80 yards in, what's that, 53 seconds, and did not use a timeout. Clock stops every time there's a first down. And Box Elder took advantage of that. And it's back to a 6-point advantage for the Bees. Lundeen, 3 wide receivers. He's going to give it to Peterson. Peterson, against a spread out defense, picks up 6 yards. And they're not calling a timeout. They're going to see if they can get a play or 2 and then maybe use them, but wait. Box Elder has to use a timeout. They had players they were trying to get on and off the field. Box Elder has to use a timeout with 9 seconds to play here in the half. And Green Canyon looked like they were maybe going to be content to just run a couple of plays and head to the locker room. After an 80-yard drive in less than a minute by the Bees. Green Canyon, they were 8-4 last year. They were third in Region 11 at 3-2. They had a number 4 seed in the RPI. Pineview beat them 43-36 in the quarterfinals. And the games that they did lose, they were close. They averaged 27 points per game last year. Lundin with 1,450 yards rushing, 1,693 yards throwing, and 34 total touchdowns. And most of that offense comes back this year. And they've been all right offensively here in this first half. Lundin's in trouble. Good pass rush off the edge. Gavin Hansen dipped his shoulder, and we got a penalty flag, so this may not be the last play. Gavin Hansen dipped his shoulder, got underneath the tackle, and just bull rushed his way to Lundin and took him down. There was some stuff going on in the backfield after that play. The flag came out. The Green Canyon coaches are not happy. And if it's on the defense, there'll be another play. It's a dead ball personal foul on Box Elder. So they're going to say it was after the play. So there's not going to be another play. It was after time had expired. There won't be another play. That's the end of the half. 22-16. Box Elder leads at halftime in North Logan.
The whole game, I don't hear anybody in the crowd. It's just me and the pitcher out there. Sometimes I'll hear a coach off to the side give a clap. Then I know that runner is going to steal. So then I give the pitcher the sign. Baseball has just been my one constant through my life. It's harder to be a catcher than any other position. We have to be a lot more vocal, leaders of the team, and there's so much more time spent in the bullpen catching pitchers. It's always my fault if something happens. I feel 100% responsible.
I always hear him say he wants to play competitive baseball as long as possible, but ultimately go into the medical profession.
I teach myself organic chemistry for fun just because I think it's fascinating. I do a lot of backyard experiments.
He teaches me chemistry. He's like, so my head is the nucleus and these are the electrons and they're moving around.
ZoomTech is the LLC that I created for biotech devices. I want to help prevent or test breast cancer in the future.
Both of my sisters had breast cancer, and so when Karsten was a toddler, I decided to have preventative double mastectomies, and he was always by my side.
It's just always made me want to raise awareness of breast cancer and help other women fight through it. Definitely something that I think about because I know that I'm a carrier for the gene and it could go through my family or to my sister.
I don't like to admit it, but I brag about him a lot. Oh, there's my brother.
He's bright, he's inventive, compassionate. I'm very sentimental.
Naturally, I think, want to be successful and just pursue things that I think are interesting and take it to the maximum level. Especially with like breast cancer, I want to help as many people as I can. And I'm not going to let failures deter me.
Why are we starting to lose our hearing? Is it genetic? Is it environmental? What's happening to us?
There's many things. Genetics can take a part of it. Certain medications, ototoxic drugs, but most of it's just life, living in general. We go to a concert here, we go to a motorcycle rally, we ride a motorcycle, we're exposed to all these loud sounds, loud music, but it all takes a little bit of hearing, a little bit here, a little bit there. We don't notice it. It so slowly happening, and it's painless, and over time, just that little bit compounds, and pretty soon we have a significant hearing loss that's affecting our ability to communicate with our loved ones.
If you are experiencing any kind of problem, be you my age or be you younger, why don't you give Dr. Daines a call here at Cache Valley Hearing? Tell us where we are, Dr. Daines, and how they can get hold of you.
We're at 485 North Main Street in Logan, and you can just give us a call at 435-753-4327. We're at 753-HEAR here.
Okay, well that's a good, that's very apt. Yeah, I should say so. Any kind of hearing loss, and literally, please don't let this feeling of embarrassment or it not being manly or cool, that's a bit dim. You shouldn't be embarrassed about something that is a natural aging process.
It's actually more noticeable when you don't hear and have to have people repeat themselves.
That's true. And extremely irritating for those around you that are having to repeat it time and time again. Thanks so much, Dr. Daines. And seriously, guys, give Dr. Daines a call. Your hearing problems will be solved. Thanks, Dr. Daines.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music, music is all we do. The Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.
Here's the big stat, I think, in that second quarter. Lundin had 72 yards passing in the first quarter. He had 2 yards passing in that second quarter. 2 yards passing. He had a 5-yard pass and then one on a little screen that went for -3. In fact, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He was 2 of 7 in that second quarter. You remember they were in scoring position. They went 0 for 4. With passes. Buchanan is going to keep it. He fakes the inside give and picks up a couple of yards on the first play of the second half. Buchanan's up to 50 yards on 6 carries. He's got a touchdown of 11 yards, and he's thrown for 2 touchdowns, both to Mr. Majors, Braylon Majors. And Braylon Majors is a sophomore. Failed to point that out in the first half. Second down and 8. Buchanan's going to turn and give. Looking for Weaver. Weaver almost lost the football, and it kind of slowed him down as he had to gain control of it, and he picks up a couple. It's going to be 3rd and 7. It looks like he picked up a yard.
He's wrapped up by number 18, Mason Anderson.
And the Bees have not been in 3rd down much tonight. They were in 3rd and long when Buchanan had a short little run. So they're 0 for 1 on 3rd downs. They've stayed out of the 3rd down tonight. Well, there's the flag. There was no flag thrown. The guard left early, and he knew it, and he kind of snuck back. And no flag came from the side judge, and the white hat called it. So he called it from the backfield. He kind of looked over to the side judge. she was looking straight down the line, and I wonder if she didn't see him cross across the line, but maybe he stood up or whatever. You could see it from clear up here, and the kid knew he'd done it. He kind of slowly stunk back down. So that makes it 3rd and 12. See if Green Canyon brings some extra guys. They've got everybody up in the box. Buchanan throws a little bit behind Majors, and Majors says, hey, I got hit in the helmet. Here comes the flag. And he did get hit. And again, the official right on top of it didn't throw the flag, but the official from the far side came in and threw the flag late. That's why they're hearing the booing here. I mean, he did get hit up top. And you could make a case for it on a bang-bang type of play, and they're talking about it now. Personal foul on Green Canyon. So that's going to be a first down. For Green Canyon, their second penalty of the night, 20 yards. Box Elder's 2 for 10. So instead of getting ready to receive a punt, Green Canyon's going to play some more defense. They got a flag down at the 43. And was that the original one thrown? No, that's another official that's got that one. No, that other official brought the flag back. Now these officials, sometimes people say, well, the closest one didn't call the play. Well, the closest one, it's not always, they've got their different responsibilities and what they're looking at and what they're supposed to be watching. So what are they doing? Are they going to pick up the flag now? What are they doing? Because they called a personal foul on Green Canyon originally. This is when we wish the refs had a mic, so we knew what was going on. So it's a personal foul on Green Canyon, and they're gonna march it off. They were just bringing it back to march it off from there, from the spot. You heard a little clapping. Some people here maybe thought they'd picked up the flag. I was one of them. I mean, what are they doing? But they were just marching off the yardage. Coach Anders out there on the field with the white hat. You can't see him. He's down by the 20-yard line talking to the head official. There you go. He's had a couple of times this evening where he's been unhappy about the adjudication of the proceedings. So after the penalty, it's first down for Box Elder out at the 33-yard line. Cochran on the dive. Cochran on his feet and now off him. And he picks up 8. He was just breaking into the clear. That may have been a touchdown saving tackle. Cochran with 3 carries, 19 yards. He's getting a lot of the dirty work carries, a lot of those dive plays, the quick hitters. He's 5'7", 150 pounds. And he's running up the gut. They're going to give it to Weaver around the right end. Weaver's got a first down and more. He's out to the 47, 6 yards for Weaver. Skyview was leading Bonneville, approaching halftime 20-0. Stansbury led Logan 14-0 at the half. Bear River leading Morgan 14-0 at the half. And Wasatch leads Mountain Crest 13-0 at the half. There's that dive again, nothing doing this time. In fact, a loss of 2. So Cochran loses a couple. And it's 2nd and 12. 2nd and long. If you're a defensive back for Green Canyon, you better keep your eyes open, because you're going to see Braylon Majors running around out there like he's running cross country. Nobody even close to him. Majors is wide to the right. He's at the bottom of your screen. They're going to run a little screen to Majors. Majors slips one tackle, and he's across midfield to the 48. 7 yards and a first down. He's got 108 yards on 4 carries, 4 catches. And he heads to the sideline. 5'11", 150-pound sophomore. Buchanan's got Olson at the wing. He's going to keep it and head that way. Kicks it back inside, and he's cut down after a gain of, well, a lot. That was on 3rd down. Nine yards on 3rd down for Buchanan and a first down. So that penalty looming large in Green Canyon now as the drive continues for Box Elder. Under 7.5 to play in this 3rd quarter. The Bees lead 22-16, and they're on the move again. Weaver and Cochran in the backfield. They're going to hand it to Weaver. Weaver trying the right side of that defense, and a flag comes in at the tackle. It's a 6-yard run. Let's see if there was an illegal block or a face mask out there. Who's it on? Talking about it. It looks like they might call it on Green Canyon. So they're going to add to the run. Face mask on Green Canyon. Added on to the run, the 5-yard variety. So 2 penalties on Green Canyon on this possession. They had won the entire first half. Green Canyon defensively. Box Elder doesn't need any help. They do what they do, and they do it well. Here's the reverse. They gave it to Weaver, and then he handed it up inside to Olson. Olson picks up 3. Hellstern with the tackle. 2nd and 7. And Box Elder keeps on churning. They took the opening kick of this second half, started their own 20. Looked like they'd gone 3 and out. A penalty on 3rd down kept the drive alive. They're now at the Green Canyon 23 with 2nd and 8, leading by 6. There's the give. I think the Weaver coming the other way. He never goes down, but they had him stopped, and they blow the whistle. And he loses 4. This game's gotten a little chippy. Toward the end of the first half, it was getting a little chippy. So now it's 3rd and 11. Last time Box Elder had a 3rd and long, they were able to pick up a penalty. This time Buchanan's got Majors to the right, his left side, excuse me. Buchanan breaks the pocket. On the move. He's got yardage and a first down. Once he broke outside the pocket, there really weren't many Wolves to beat. And he picked up the first down easy, 16, 17 yards. on 3rd and 11. 8 carries, 76 yards. And Box Elder knocking on the door. 1st and 10 at the Green Canyon 11. They have held the ball the entire 3rd quarter. There's 5:22 to play in this 3rd quarter. Again, Green Canyon thought they were off the field, but a 3rd down penalty on the 3rd play of the half kept the drive alive, and Box Elder keeps on going. Here's the give to Weaver. Weaver cuts back inside. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bees. An 11-play, 80-yard drive. 20 yards of that. Penalties by Green Canyon. One of them keeping the drive alive on 3rd down. Kicks up. Kicks good. 29-16. Green Canyon trails Box Elder with 5:15 to play in the 3rd.
Hi Cache Valley, this is Fernando over the Factory Pizzeria. We're running a special right now. We're giving a free nachos when you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings. Just mention this and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The Factory Pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the Gias in the basement. Come see as soon as you can. Thank you.
So a lot of points being scored in the northern end of Cache Valley tonight. This one's returnable. Curtis at about the 4. Breaks it outside, and he's finally snowed under at about the 26-yard line. So now Green Canyon. Their offense get out on the field for the first meaningful snaps in a long time. In fact, 1:22 to play in the first half was when Box Elder took over. They took 53 seconds off the clock to score a go-ahead touchdown. Green Canyon ran a couple of plays, but right at the end of the half. And now this is their first possession here in this second half, and a good start as Peterson goes from the 26 onto the 39, 13 yards for Peterson. He's got 50 yards on 8 carries. Lundeen gives it to Peterson again. This time they try the other side, and the Bees swarm. Well, it took me 2.5 quarters to use that metaphor. 2 yards for Peterson that time. Second and 8. They're giving him closer to 3 yards. Green Canyon's got to score. They can't afford to give the ball back to the Box Elder offense. They got to stay within shouting distance. They give it to Peterson again. Another 2 yards for Peterson. And now a flag. Green Canyon getting it another whistle that puts them behind the 8 ball instead of 3rd and 5. This flag, I don't know whether it came later or whether it was in the pile and we didn't see it till everybody stood up. But they act like they're going to throw it on Green Canyon. There were hardly any penalties in the first half, and there have been a lot here in the 3rd. Now there have been 3, which was a lot when there was only one on each team in the first half. We got an unsportsmanlike on Green Canyon. And that is multiple, like personal foul, unsportsmanlike type calls against Green Canyon in this ball game. Holy cow, they're still walking. So this is going to be 3rd and forever. They said it was after the play. 3rd and 20. Lundeen steps out of trouble, looks downfield to Baker, and it's broken up. So Green Canyon will have to punt, and penalties killing the Wolves here in this 3rd quarter. You don't need to give Box Elder any help. They're a good enough team without it. And the Bees are going to get the ball back again. Leading 29-16, 3:46 to play in this 3rd quarter. Lundeen back to punt, and they're short a player. Tim Piper comes running in late. And Lundeen with the high kick and a fair catch called for and made by Sean Baker. Making it over his shoulder in good field position for that Box Elder offense. Box Elder offensively, if they score again, it might be good night to the Wolves. Box Elder's been getting good pressure from their defensive line against Lundeen. He hasn't had time to stand in there and look past more than maybe one or his first option. He's had to turn and run a lot. Here's Weaver. He kicked out that time on that block, and he dipped in underneath it, picked up a couple of yards. Majors to this side, the wings on the far side, that's Olsen, he's in motion. Olsen's running down the sideline loose. And the defender gets there just as the ball does and knocks it free. That was Peyton Wood. You can see that's what they were looking at all the way down for Buchanan. That's only his second incomplete pass. He's 5 of 7. Unofficially. 2:52 to play in the 3rd quarter, 29-16, Box Elder. And they've got it 3rd and 7 at the 40-yard line. Buchanan flushed out of the pocket, gets rid of it, and it's wide of his intended target, Arnold. That's the first time they've thrown his direction tonight. And it'll be 4th and 7. So Green Canyon needed a stop defensively, and they did it that time. They've hurt themselves with penalties at the start of this second half. Compton and Curtis back to field to punt. Compton, the up man, he's on the far side. Now he's backing up. He's on the far hash, and right in the middle of the field is Curtis, and they're both going to set up camp inside the 20-yard line. High snap. But it's grabbed, and it's a short kick. And this one's going to just kind of die right around the 32-yard line, and that's where Green Canyon will take over, trailing 29-16. So they're trailing, but they're still in sight of the Bees. They need to get the offense moving. They had some pretty good offense in that first quarter, but then in that second quarter, again, only 52 yards in that second quarter. I told you, Coach Ander was concerned about that Box Elder defense. And they've made some tough sledding. Peterson in the clear. Peterson down near the 15. 52 yards for Peterson. He's got 106 yards on 11 carries now. Quickly they give it to him again. They didn't even give him time to rest. They didn't even have the chain set on the far side. They're trying to run that fast break offense. A couple of yards for Peterson that time. Trying to change it up. Keep the Bees off on their toes. Lundeen keeps it this time and nothing doing. He might have gained a yard. Let's see. Yeah, they moved the sticks, so a yard. Third down. Third and 7. And it's probably 4-down territory here. Lundeen throws a little screen back to the inside. There's one Box Elder player there, and he made the play. Chance Thackeray. There's all sorts of black jerseys down there. One white jersey, and he made the play. Nice job by Thackeray. 4 yards, and it's 4th down. Hey, it's 4th and 3. Green Canyon's going to go for it. Lundeen going to run around the left end. First down. First and goal after a 5-yard run. That's just old-time football, just getting more hats to the ball. He's got a lead blocker and running around the end. And Lundeen's fast. And Lundeen's big. And now it's first and goal. Round the 5. Lundeen gives it off. Ball's on the turf. And let's see who's got it. Box Elder footballs. Peterson fumbles. Inside the 5 at the 3, Green Canyon turns it over. 25 seconds left in the third. That can be a game changer. My goodness. Instead of second and goal at the 3-yard line, it's first and 10 for Box Elder. And I didn't see the handoff. I didn't see if it wasn't clean because I looked at Lundeen coming out of there with it as he reversed out to make sure he didn't have the ball. And the ball was up the field. So it was just, I don't think it was a clean exchange. The Box Elder's got to take a timeout. Box Elder will take a timeout, leading 29-16, and there's the turnover, and all even in the turnover battle. An interception for Green Canyon, and now Green Canyon fumbles it, each team with 1 turnover. Wasatch led Mountain Crest 13-0 at the half. We gave you most of those other scores. Skyview now up on Bonneville, 35-7 midway through the third. It's a 97-yard touchdown, 57-yard touchdown run by Case and Carlson out there to make that game 35-7. Stansbury leading Logan now 24-0. That one almost to the fourth quarter. Just 2-minute timeouts in the era of COVID, because each player has to have their own water cup or water bottle. They give them more time for that. There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter here at Green Canyon. 29-16, Box Elder. After the turnover, Weaver moves early. So both teams were relatively penalty-free, 1 penalty each in the first half, and now Box Elder has 3, and Green Canyon has 4. 5 penalties here in the third between both teams after a pretty clean first half. Box Elder's had the ball most of this third quarter. Here's Cochran. They're trying to strip that ball out of there. He hangs on and backs his way out to the 5-yard line for a gain of 2, and that'll probably be the end of the third quarter. At will, Box Elder's going to walk to the sideline, and so we'll step aside as well. 29-16, Box Elder widens their lead in the third as we head to the fourth quarter at Green Canyon. Big quarter for Box Elder as they score, keep the ball most of the quarter, and then turn the ball over as Green Canyon looked like they were heading in for a score that would tighten this game up. And now Box Elder's got it 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line as we start the fourth quarter. Eric Olson along with you. Hope you've enjoyed it tonight. Buchanan's going to throw. He's going up top looking for Majors, and Majors had a little bit of separation, but not enough. Oh, and a flag comes in late. They're going to call PI. Are they really going to call PI on this? They were running stride for stride with each other. Majors didn't complain. They called pass interference. They called pass interference. Huh. Well, they must have called it. It was 5 yards, so it must have been just an illegal contact downfield. Here's the give to Weaver. Around the right side, he's got blockers. And they mow him down after a gain of 4. It looked like he had a lot more than that in front of him. 192 yards rushing before that run. 330 total yards. Box Elder. He try something back inside again. And Cochran brought down. No gain. Well, no. He gained a couple. For all the plays and all the time that Box Elder had the ball in that third quarter, they only picked up 60 yards. They had one big long possession. was an 80-yard scoring drive and 20 yards worth of penalties. And here's a flag before the snap. Somebody moved for Box Elder, or did somebody from Green Canyon line up offsides? Again, lots of penalties in this one. In this second half. First half, not much. So there's one on Box Elder. And both teams with 4 penalties. Actually, Green Canyon has 5. Green Canyon just had one that was a big one that kept the drive alive that led to the only touchdown in that third quarter. I mentioned that 100 times. So now it's 3rd and about 15. Buchanan, both backs in the backfield with it. He's going to keep it around the end, puts his shoulder down, and picks up pretty good yardage, but he's going to be short by about 5 yards. Or maybe closer than that. Let's see where they spot it. He's short by 4. Which means he picked up 8. He's a load. Buchanan is big. Six, 210. Fourth and 4. See if Box Elder kicks it away or tries something down here. They're going to kick it. Compton acted like he might try to field it and then stepped away at the last moment. Oh, what is Curtis doing? Curtis stood in there and he went to, it looked like he thought he might grab it as Box Elder was gonna, down it, that Curtis would just grab it while no one was watching, and then he was just gonna pick it up and run, and he's getting an earful. You've seen that happen before, like in college and the pros, but this is not the college, and this is not the pros. And they're probably gonna talk to him about that in film tomorrow. He's really fortunate that he was able to get the ball. All right, there's 9:57 to play in this ball game. It's a 13-point Box Elder lead. They need 2 scores, does Green Canyon, which also means they need at least 1 more stop. It's a tall task in front of the Wolves. They're going to go right back to Peterson. After he fumbled, they're going to say, hey, here you go. We trust you. Here's the football. And he picks up 4 yards. He's got 112 yards rushing. Remember, he had that big 52-yard run toward the end of the third. Stewart comes to the sideline. They send Piper out. Now motion around to the far side. Staying on his feet is Jackson Curtis. Curtis picks up 8. 3 carries, 12 yards for Curtis, and a whistle. And they stop play on the far side. They're looking at one of the Box Elder players. Now they're going to take him off the field. Looks like it's the defensive back, Jace Robinson. They were kind of checking him out. He was on his feet, and they said, here, let's walk you off the field here. It's 1st and 10. Green Canyon. They're going to give it up inside again. Is that Peterson again? Boy, he hit the hole with a head of steam, and he picked up 12 yards and a first down. Now he's at 124 yards on 14 carries. Green Canyon on the move at the 47-yard line of Box Elder, trailing by 2 touchdowns. Lundeen, high snap, it kind of screwed up the timing. He handed it into Peterson again, this time Peterson with 2 yards. Those plays are just boom, boom. If you have a snap like that where you have to bobble it, throws off all the timing, and that's all the time the defense needs to close a gap. That's what makes the sport so great. It is a game of inches. Second and 8. Lundeen looking to throw. He's got Regan. Regan cuts to the outside. He's got a blocker. And he steps out of bounds just past that blocker at the 21-yard line. Nope, they're going to say it's the back more of the 25, so it's a 20-yard gain. Only the second completion for Lundeen since that second quarter, here in this half, I guess. Here's a give right up the gut, and Hellstern's going to score. They faked the little screen. They've run that little inside screen to that flanker, that slot man so many times. They faked it and handed inside to Hellstern, and everybody just froze for that Box Elder defense. They bid on the screen, and Hellstern, 26 yards untouched. PAT is up, and it is good. We got a ball game in North Logan, 29-23 with 7:50 to play in the ball game. Box Elder with the lead.
Vehicle won't start? We can fix that. Not running right? We can fix that. Won't stop? We can fix that. Auto Evolution, honest service at a fair price on Airport Road.
Well, it's going to be up to the Green Canyon defense now to see if they can stop the Box Elder offense again. It's been a tough task tonight. They've done it a couple of times, but there is no room for error against this Box Elder offense. It's now a 29-23 ball game. Box Elder about to get the ball back, leading now just by 6 after the Hellstern 26-yard touchdown run. It's been a good ball game here in North Logan tonight. And Lundeen will kick it off. This one's a high, short kick. Fielded at the 20-yard line. And returned out to the 31. Looked like it was Arnold that returned out. Carson Arnold, the tight end, 6'3", 200 pounds. Chopped down at about the 31-yard line. It's interesting they kicked it like that. I wonder if they meant to do it like that or if Lundeen just didn't get up under it, because you'd think he's been kicking it out of the end zone. You'd think they'd want to keep putting it in the end zone. I have to think that maybe he just didn't get all of that one. It was high and short. Although, you never know. Maybe they were, again, trying to make something happen. Here's the give to Weaver. Good blocking there, but the hole closes quickly, and it's no gain for Weaver. "13 carries, 58 yards for Weaver. 9 carries, 84 yards for Buchanan. 6 for 20 for Cochran. Olson 2 for 13. 1 for 31 for Reynolds. $156 yards rushing for Box Elder. Buchanan picks up a yard, and here's a late flag. Buchanan picks up a yard, and then a late flag comes in behind the play. Buchanan ran right on the back side of the play, a flag comes in. I wonder if there was something going on with a couple of linemen back there way away from the play. It couldn't have been anything during the play. A hold on Box Elder. Wow. Where that flag was, that's an interesting call because it was way back behind the play and away from the play. Sometimes you'll see those called and sometimes you won't, but a hold's a hold. I guess a penalty's a penalty. And the official put it out there as the play was going. So that makes it second and a lot. It's second and 21. Here's that little inside reverse again. They gave it to Weaver, looking like he was going to go on an end around, and then he hands it back to Olsen inside. And he picks up 4. Now it's third down and a lot. Third and almost 17. Let's call it that. Third and 17. Box Elder's taking their time and running the clock. If you're Green Canyon, you don't want any penalties. You got to keep your eyes open. Now they're doing again where they're just kind of running their guys around. Buchanan looking to throw. Off his back foot, going the other way to Majors. He's going to be close. I think he's got the first down. Let's see. He's got it. They ran everything one way and then ran Majors back the other side, and he was once again all by himself. 20 yards on third and 17. It's amazing how open he has been tonight. That's just a killer if you're Green Canyon. And the clock's running. Now it's stopped because he went out of bounds. But Box Elder will not be in much of a hurry. I mean, they burned almost 7 minutes in the third quarter. Regan stops Weaver for a 4-yard loss. They're going to put it up to the 40, so it's a 3-yard loss. It's second and 13. Timeouts for Box Elder. Green Canyon's got all 3. Buchanan's going to throw. He's got room to run if he wants. He's unloading. He's looking for Majors, and it's incomplete. And no flags. Boy, Buchanan threw that one on the move. About, let's see, 30, 40. 45, he threw that thing on the move. He was moving to his right, and he didn't really get a chance to set. He threw that about 46 yards. A pretty good arm. 6 of 10 for Buchanan on the night. 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. And it's third and 13. And Box Elder wants to talk about it. Huge third down coming for the Bees. You convert this if you're Box Elder, and boy, are you ever in the driver's seat. Right now, you got your hands on the wheel, but there's this pesky wolf next to you trying to get at it. They converted on third and 17 a few minutes ago. Now it's third and 13. Skyview leads Bonneville in the fourth, 42-13. So a blowout going on. In Smithville. I think that one's in Smithville. 42-13. See if I can find the Logan or the Mountain Crest score. An updated one anyway. Okay, the timeout's over. They're in the fourth at Wasatch, and Wasatch leads Mountain Crest 20-0. So the offensive woes continue in Hiram. Buchanan flushed out of the pocket. He's got a little bit of running room, but not much. Flag thrown, and a flag comes late, and Coach Ander is livid. The official right in front of him, and I don't know if he's livid or if he's excited to see the flag, because it might be a call for his team. But he was very animated. Buchanan stopped after a 5-yard run, and let's see what the call is. So I don't know if he was unhappy or if he was happy that he got a call he's been lobbying for. Let's see. 4:45 to play in the ball game. 6-point Box Elder lead. Is it going to be 4th and 10, or is it going to be 3rd and more? What's it going to be? Holding on Box Elder. So he wasn't livid. He was excited that he got a call. He was excited he got the holding call. So Buchanan picks up 4. He's got 93 yards and 11 carries. And now Green Canyon's going to get the ball back. They're still breathing. High kick angling toward the sideline. No, it comes back in. It looked like it was angling toward that sideline. It came back in almost right in the middle of the field at the 26. Well, things are interesting here in North Logan. 4:29 to play, 3 timeouts for Green Canyon. They trail by 6 to a Box Elder team that's been in control all night. Yet somehow Green Canyon finds themselves with a chance. Lundeen has Peterson behind him. Peterson with 126 yards rushing, and he gets the carry. And I don't know if he got any yardage. He got a yard. 2nd and 9. 3 receivers to the near side. They're going to run that screen to Regan. Regan's got a block. Regan cuts back inside. He's near midfield. He's up to the 49-yard line, 22 yards. 1st and 10, Green Canyon. Regan's got 76 yards on 3 catches and a lot of yards after the catch. Ball at midfield now. Lundeen, they're going to run it the other way. This time they're going to run it to Curtis. And a good tackle out there. Curtis still picks up 7 or 8. James Gorman made the tackle, and it was a good tackle. Let's see who's down. It might be Curtis.
7 on the play, 2nd and 3.
Curtis with his 2nd catch, 21 yards. He's got 3 rushes for 12 yards. And I think that may be who's down. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Again, we talked about this in the first half. They keep running those little screens like that. Now earlier, they faked it and handed off right up the middle for 26 yards and a touchdown to Hellstrom. Now it makes you wonder if maybe they're going to fake one of these and then almost like a hitch and go type of thing. You fake the screen and then somebody takes off on like a wheel, and now you're throwing it down the sideline for a big gain. It was Curtis, and he's up now and jogs off the field. 2nd and 3. 3:36 to play in a 6-point ball game. Green Canyon trails. They've trailed almost this entire game. In fact, they led for 53 seconds in this game. That was toward the end of the first half. Lundine's going to keep it. Lundeen spins for the first down and more. That's 6 yards. Means he's got 79 yards on 12 carries. Lundeen, they're going to throw to Regan on that little inside screen. Oh, what a play out there on the edge. Nice job out there by Thackeray. He's done that a couple of times tonight. He didn't let him block him, and he's just blown it up. And now it's 2nd and 12. Look out, Lundeen in trouble, sets up, and he's looking for Baker, the tight end. And it's just a little long. The safety was on his way over there, and I wonder if Baker took his eyes off the ball looking at that safety coming. 3rd and 12. And that's where you saw the evolution of Lundeen, the athlete, to Lundeen, the quarterback. Instead of just taking off like it would have in the past, he stood back there, got himself free, and then threw the ball downfield. Baker's going to come off, and Stewart's going to replace him. 2:37 to go in the ball game. 3rd and 12. 4 of 9 on 3rd down for Green Canyon. Look out, Lundeen's in trouble. Spins out. He's got a man downfield. He's looking for Regan. Catches it at the 2. Oh my goodness. Lundeen, they had him dead to rights. He spun out. He kept the play alive. He had Regan downfield, and Regan was open for a minute. Then the defensive back showed up, and the ball's in the air. It's looking like it might be an interception, a turnover. But then it gets knocked up. Regan gets his hands on it, and as he's falling down, he loses it, and it falls right on his chest. 1st and goal at the 2. Remember the end of the first half, though. I don't know if you want to give Box Elder too much time. Better hurry. Lundeen gets the snap, gives it off. Hellstrom down to the 1. Now we're playing a football game. Clock's running. 1:15 to play in the game. You're at the 1-yard line. You got 3 chances from here. It's 2nd down. If you can't score from here, you don't deserve to win. Lundeen has trouble with the snap. And down he goes at the 9. Now things are really interesting. We saw this earlier on in this ball game where Lundeen had a little bit of a high snap and he bobbled it. And at that time, all it did was mess up the timing. He was able to field it cleanly. And now it's 3rd down and goal from the 9. Lundeen, short side of the field. 4th and goal. Fourth and goal from the 9-yard line with 29 seconds to play in this ball game. Green Canyon has to get into the end zone. They trail by 6, and Box Elder's offsides. So if it's on Box Elder, it's 4th and goal from the 4. Now Robbie Gunter was clear out on the field. I think he was saying that, hey, I was calling timeout. I was calling timeout before the play. And now the officials over there talking to the white hat as well, so let's see. No. So no timeout. And it's a 5-yard penalty on Box Elder, their 6th of the night. So 4th and goal from the 4. Touchdown ties it up. Who's going to bow up? Down here at the 4-yard line. Oh, and a timeout. Green Canyon takes it. So that means Green Canyon's down to 2 timeouts left. So if they don't score here, they can only stop the clock a couple of times. If you don't score here, the ball game's over. Even if you had all 3 timeouts, Box Elder would be able to run the clock. They may not be able to run it down until 4th down, but they'd be able to run it down. Box Elder scored the first points of this ball game. They had an 8-0 lead. They led the entire first half until with about 122, 123 to play in the first half. Green Canyon got a field goal to go up 16-15, and then Box Elder took them 53 seconds to get the ball downfield and in the end zone and get the lead back, and they've led ever since. Can Green Canyon on 4th and 4 get themselves in a position to win this game? Lundeen pitches it out. Regan, touchdown! We're tied at 29. And here's the kick for the lead. Got it! PAT is good. 30-29, Green Canyon. As Jackson Landon puts it through the uprights. 24 seconds to play, so Box Elder's still alive. All Box Elder needs is one play, and 24 seconds will give you more than one. Lundeen faked the give, rolled out, and then just kind of shot putted it forward to Regan as Lundeen was in trouble. And it looked like Box Elder was going to catch him. And he pitched it out there to Regan, who hauled it in and scored. Lundeen will kick it off with 24 seconds to play in this ball game. Green Canyon with only their second lead of the game. Lundeen's going to kick it deep. And remember, Box Elder doesn't need 80 yards. They need field goal range. They got 24 seconds to do it. They've got one timeout. So defensively, it's nobody behind you. but they can't be content to give up big chunks and let Box Elder get into field goal range. Clock stops on first downs. And Buchanan, who's had a great game. He's 6 of 10, 158 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's rushed for 93 yards and a touchdown. Does the senior have a comeback in him as the Thunder rolls in North Logan? Buchanan dumps it off. First down, a gain of 12. 16 seconds on the clock. And the clock stops until the chains are set. And there's a Box Elder player hurt. It's Weaver, and he's going to limp off. The clock starts. 10 seconds. Buchanan in trouble. Regan's there! He caught the touchdown to tie the game, and with 4 seconds left, he sacks Buchanan. And Buchanan goes down at the 30. It's second down. This is the last play of the game. There's 4 seconds left. Doesn't matter what down it is. It's second down and 14, but it's second down in the ball game. There's 4 seconds left. That's the last timeout. Green Canyon for most of the second quarter and really all of the third was just kind of flailing around. Box Elder was doing whatever they wanted. And then something happened. And Green Canyon has scored 14 unanswered here in the fourth. One-point Green Canyon lead. This is the ball game. Weaver's back in there. They're pitching it around. They're playing rugby out there now, and it's over in North Logan. Crazy comeback by Green Canyon, the Regan touchdown, and then the sack, and the Green Canyon Wolves with an exciting 30-29 victory over Box Elder. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. We'll see you next time on the Game of the Week.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. The Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.